Today we are encouraged to dream with our eyes wide open, to bridge a gap between our deepest desires and the realities of life. Love takes on a magical hue, but whether it's in our relationships or in creative pursuits or what we are putting in our environments, there is a softness in the air. Okay, it's not a time for rushed decisions. It's not a time for hard logic. It's an invitation to lean into beauty, love, faith, trust. And you know what? Those are qualities that do not come easily when we harbor doubts about our love, our money, or our direction in life begins to surface. This energy asks us to see beyond the tangible, to become aware, to recognize the power of unseen forces that are guiding us. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, and we will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. By the end of our time together, hopefully, my hopes is that you have discovered some key insights, some valuable tools you need to walk forward today with a confidence, a clarity, love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus. December the 31st, 2024. I am so far behind and there is so much to tell you about January 1st, 2025 and beyond. We will be reading about it in the history books, or our grandchildren will be reading about 2025 and 2026 and beyond in the history books. There is such a radical change coming upon us, which is why all these little lessons about our inner self-worth, where do we want to go, what do we truly desire in our life, are all very important questions to understand before we get to those pivotal moments coming for us next year. Because it is a time for death and rebirth. It's a time to let go and begin anew, to reinvent a dynamic part of your life, or a dynamic you. But before we do that, let's look at December 31st, 2024. Before I get off it, because there's just so much to talk about. I'm excited. I hope you will be too when you hear, because it's going to take work and it's going to take growth. But that's okay, because we're ready for that. Okay, 31 energy. The 31 energy is about understanding the individuality of who we are and how we need a tribe, a community around us, a family around us, dear trusted loved ones around us. That we cannot be an island, that we have to be a team player, but we have to see our own individuality and our own happiness through the experiences of others. Learning from others, seeing ourselves mirrored in others, or mirroring something that we want to actually have as part of our personality, our charm, our unique self. 3 + 1 is a 4. That's about getting your ducks in a row. That is about understanding true balance in our life and being able to bring in that true balances. We've had a lot of squares lately, so definitely that is about balance. We've had a lot of oppositions lately. That is definitely about balance. Finding that sweet spot. Using, having the right amount of energy in both areas of our life. It could be about home and family. It could be about growing safety and security. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 3 + a 4 + an 8. That gives us a 15. 15 is about understanding what we are tethered to, what we are tied to, what we are chained to, what doesn't allow us to move forward in the way we want. What is that limitation? What is that fear? What is that anxiety? And breaking free from those things and going forward with I heard a vengeance, but a strength, a courage, a commitment. So it could be changing habits, it could be changing behaviors, because 1 plus 5 is a 6 energy. And the 6 energy asks us to look at our habits and our behaviors and what supports us, what has value in our life, what moves us forward, what aligns us with our dreams, and what burdens us, what pulls us back, what isn't a very good habit or behavior to have in our life, and yet it exists and we all have them. Sure. But it's about minimizing those things, or at least inviting in better things. Sun is in Capricorn, and the moon is in Capricorn, and Venus will semisextile Neptune. Okay, and that extends an invitation to us, okay, to explore our imagination, the beauty of our imagination, and while staying grounded enough to actually manifest our desires. So today, this energy is all about reflection and reflecting on what inspires you, what aligns with your heart's desire. Okay, this is an energy to nurture your creativity, to bring in love and compassion to your relationships, to lose yourself in activities that, weave together your dreams and your reality. Absolutely. You want to be a great painter. You want to be, collectively in an art studio where artists come and go, and you collectively share and learn from each other and grow from each other. And so you go to a painting class and get around 10 or 15 people that all hold a paintbrush in their hand and, work to that point. And then maybe one day you will own your own art gallery of all your own works. So, lose yourself in activities that kind of bridge that gap between your dreams and reality. We definitely need to stay grounded in this energy. Okay, it's much harder to discern what's our imagination and what's just wishful thinking. So confusion can easily set in, or we could have some unrealistic expectations, especially if we're dealing with love or money. Okay, so we need to remain balanced and avoid any kind of impulsive decisions around those two areas, especially in our relationships. It's a softness. It's a softening of boundaries. It's more of a romantic air about the energy that's around us. We see the beauty, okay, which fosters deep emotional connections with each other, but it can also blur clarity, and we may, over idealize, or we might have an unrealistic expectation. So use this energy to share your dreams and desires with a partner, with a dear friend, and do it through an action. Okay, plan a creative or a romantic experience, or dinner together, or go painting together, or write a love letter to them, or just enjoy a quiet evening under the stars together, but build that intimacy in some way through an action, strengthening that bond. Career, this energy is about creativity. It's about creativity and compassion. So it encourages collaboration. Absolutely. In projects and with people that align with your values. Approach any project with imagination, with innovation. Okay, inspiration is very abundant under this energy. So creative problem solving could open unexpected doors for you quite easily. So if you're in marketing, design an emotional campaign that tells a heartfelt story. If you're a teacher, then bring in an inspiring lesson, and hopefully you will be able to connect deeply with a few of your students through that. Think outside the box for how you can act upon bringing this in, rather than thinking about ways to bring it in. Yet we don't want to be spontaneous. So we don't want to say, well, I'll just buy that big, glorious tennis bracelet, that diamond ring, that beautiful gold necklace, those wonderful cufflinks, that beautiful tie clip, whatever it might be. Okay, it's shiny, it's bold, it's beautiful. It looks expensive. It is expensive. It even smells expensive, but that rarely moves the relationship forward Okay, yes, it's a beautiful gesture, but there's going to be a lot of beautiful gestures that go into really creating that relationship. So, bedazzling them, will that really work long term? Chances are no. In the moment, absolutely, but long term, it doesn't hold as much. Looking at our finances, intuitive approaches, okay, but we need to stay mindful. We need to avoid impulsive spending at all, especially if our spending is on some kind of emotional desire. Trust me when I say that we will spend a ton and we will get that momentary beauty that we are searching for to weave into our reality, but it doesn't, the thread's loose. It just comes out after a while. There is a possibility of clarity emerging. Okay, especially when you have an intuition about something, but you also do the research. You also go in search of evidence of this being in some way, more than just a hunch that, yeah, there's something to this. Okay, and renew your whole financial goals, actually all of them, with a lens of evidence. Okay. Now, I think the most important part of this energy is our inner growth. Okay, it highlights the journey towards self love. And you all know that I'm huge about that. I've got my book out there, I've got a journal out there, I've got courses out there, I've got workshops out there. Well, I had a calendar, it expires today. This energy is teaching us the importance of embracing our imperfections, finding the beauty in where we seem vulnerable. Okay? Take the time to engage in some kind of reflective practice, journal, meditate. Okay? Take the time to explore what you truly value about yourself. Write affirmations that align with your vision forward, and say them daily, weekly, hourly. Strengthen your self belief in your inner worth. Channel your emotions into a creative outlet. Okay, whether it's painting a picture inspired by our dreams, or composing music, or crafting a vision board, even, it's all about the action of bringing in the beauty. This energy supports turning intangible details, I was going to say for some reason, details, into tangible beauty, happiness, joy. So let me repeat, okay? Please use this time to reflect on what inspires you deeply and aligns with your heart's desires. Yes, this energy could be viewed as a double-edged sword. Okay, it holds the potential to soothe, to heal, to inspire. But it also risks putting ourselves into illusions or ideals that may not align with reality. So the challenge is ensuring that the path we choose feels both inspired and grounded. It's a delicate balance. But if we embrace this energy, we'll find not only the answers we seek, but the wisdom to create and weave a joy, a happiness, a love, a beauty into the very fabric of our existence. Okay, we'll go to the cards. And this doesn't come and head us over the head like a 2x4 or anything, okay? It's a very subtle energy. One that can be easily missed. We almost have to go in search of it. It's that little tiny voice inside saying, we should do this today. And most days you might just put it, to the bottom of the priority list. But if you know the energy of today, it might go to the top of the priority list. And wow, watch your world unfold. So it's about dreaming with our eyes wide open. seeing the potential, seeing the beauty, and then acting on bringing that potential or that beauty out into a tangible realm for ourselves. Underlying energy for today is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands asks us to clear the path around us, to let go of, to release, okay? And this is really big for really, this is next year, okay? I know I'm saying December 31st, but really this is going to be our world. It's about completions and endings and letting go. It's about clearing the space, the way to reinvent, to create, to invent, create. The world that you have been picturing in your mind, the person you have been picturing in your mind, and watching yourself do those incredible things that you have pictured in your mind. And so we need the space to be clear. We need to, when we evoke it and say, come to me, we need a place for it to land. We need a place to ground it and slowly weave it into our world. So what are your greatest desires? What are you asking for? And is the space clear around you? Okay, look at how clear it is here. There's nothing there except us and an empty box. Not coming in as clear there. There we go. Okay, we've got two portals there, two doorways. One has the full moon, one has the new moon. We've just entered that beautiful new moon energy. What are you asking for, and what stands in the way of it actually coming into existence for you? Okay, and this is an action card. This is doing things in order to clear the environment. Maybe having that conversation that's long overdue. Maybe it's filing your last 5 years or 7 years of taxes finally. It's getting those things out of the way. It's finally putting up that final piece of trim in the room that you work so hard to make beautiful. It's about completions and endings. It's about healing, and it's about allowing our inner growth to shine. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles says, yes, you have reached a point in your life where it's now time to enter into the unknown, to go outside the lines, to step into something new and beautiful and rich. I hear rich. I get rich as, not as money, but the richness of life, the zest. This is a time when you have accomplished those full bloom sunflowers at the bottom represent all of our accomplishments, and we stand upon them almost in this picture. Looks like we're almost standing on top of them as we go forward, and we are receiving what? Messages from our higher self, God, our maker, the universe, our angels, our guides, telling us to step forward into a new path of maybe the unknown, uncharted territory, something that we've always longed to do or have in a certain part of our life, a certain dynamic in our world, in maybe just a certain part of our life, to give birth to invent, to create. So the bird lands on our hand, bringing in the messages. We are dressed in white because it is all about the new beginnings, the new starts, the time to go forward. We've gained the wisdom. We've gained the knowledge. We have a clarity now to go forward. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is once again looking at what we have done in the past and standing upon it, saying, wow, here we've made pentacles and we're looking at them and we're like, wow, I did that. I did that. I have talent. I could add to that. That wasn't even my best try. It's raising the bar on ourselves. It's about seeing our potential and then acting upon it. It's about knowing that there aren't any shortcuts, that we have to put in the work. And maybe it's just inner work that has to be done and the rest falls into place just because we're at a higher vibration now. Self-love will do that. Self-love will just raise you to the vibration of what you've wanted to invite into your life. It's all been waiting, just a little bit out of reach right now. So that's why I say this is a day when inner growth, self-love is paramount. Okay, go back in my videos. I have all kinds of little short videos and stuff of intentions. I'm pretty sure I have one on self-love or something like that. I've got to have at least 10 or 15 probably somewhere in the archives. I've got like way too many videos out there for you guys already. Like, it's crazy the amount of information that we've talked about, and I don't want to drudge it up again. I don't want to start talking about all the self-love. I've done that for you. It's time to move forward. You know that that's available to you. Get the book. Just get the book, okay? Just get the book, Self-Love, okay? It walks you through how to grow a more beautiful you. Set it to your own pace. Do what you want to do. Take what resonates with you. Okay, go to my website, tilly.today, if you want more information. Okay. Because this is a time when we raise the bar on who we are. Once again, do you notice? Two portals. One is being prepared to close, right? We've got those curtains hanging there. We just have to drop the curtains and the past will be the past. And the new one, well, I'm getting this beautiful, like a sun ray here, but I'm doing this at night, so I don't know how oh, I know what it is. It's the arm. Okay, I got it. It's the arm to the camera. Okay. Oh, why am I seeing that ray of sunshine coming through? I thought Six of Cups is back again. Six of Cups has not been with us for some time, but it is here now. And you know what? When this card was really coming up, when I was really pushing the self-love. Okay, when I was really trying to bring you in, this card was coming up all the time, talking about loving ourselves, knowing that we are deserving, knowing that we are worthy, regardless of what somebody has said or something somebody has done, or maybe when we look our past attempts. Here we sit there and we're a little, we see those flowers, but we're a little hesitant. We're kind of pulling ourselves back there. We don't want to touch them. We don't want to go anywhere near them because somebody once upon a time said, do not touch those flowers. They're not meant for you. What makes you so special? The nerve. Run away. The flowers aren't for you. You'll just kill them. Okay, they're beautiful right now, but they won't be beautiful for long in your hands. Scoot. And that was just their opinion. It wasn't true. An angel shows up. Or maybe this is your maker. Maybe this is your higher self. The universe coming in and saying, those flowers were always meant for you. Every single one of those flowers are meant for you. So don't base, I don't know why I can't paste. Don't base your actions of tomorrow on what people whispered in your ears yesterday. Okay, we can go back to something somebody said, and it happens all the time and every day, and most people are just trying to give their advice, but you're sitting there and you're just a little kid and you got a hot dog and fries in front of you and you're eating the fries and you're picking them up, and somebody that you really respect and look up to says to you, oh my goodness, pick up your fork. What are you doing? People think you're an animal, that you were born in a barn. They won't want to be anywhere near you. What are you? Are you a person or an animal? Oh, I've never seen such behavior. And you're, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. And, now when you're in the restaurant, you're looking around and you're seeing people eating fries with their fingers and you're like, oh, how grotesque. Well, where did that come from? And did you mind your manners? Did you be more respectful of what everybody else expected you to do from that point on? Did you take notes? When they said they didn't like something, you deleted it because you wanted to be accepted. You wanted to be loved. This is a time to work through those limitations, those fears, those anxieties. to break through that glass ceiling. Hello, Milo. Hello, Milo. Are you telling me it's time for something? Could it be your belly? Could it be your belly? Do you want to come up? No. Here, I'll turn this way. Okay? There's my boy. There's my boy. We don't know how old you are, but boy, is your face getting white. So. Okay, down we go. Go out and wait. Go wait. I'll be there soon. Do you see my mess back there? It's not too bad, actually. Okay, where were we? We were going to pick a card here. So I'll shuffle fast. I think I already did this, so I don't think it needs much of a shuffle. And the card is perfect setting. The 9 energy appears. Perfect setting. And we're talking all about this completion and this ending during this new moon, and the 9 energy is very much that, but it's to make room. It's to make space for the new beginnings, the new starts, the reinvention of self. You have a goal or vision. Be sure to provide the right surroundings for that dream to flourish. Positive self-talk, affirmations, being kind to yourself, celebrating your talents and successes. All of these create fertile soil for your dreams to take root and grow. Sometimes when you push too hard, it can hinder the harmonious unfolding of your journey. Trust in the process. Relax and allow nature to take its course. Belief and positive support is needed to accomplish your goal. Keep in mind, nature makes growing and blossoming look effortless. But the secret is all in the details. Position, sun, soil, air, water, and nourishment. Make sure you're taking the steps necessary to attain your perfect environment. I really don't have to say much when it comes to that card because I've already said most of it. Okay, our animal is, oh, you know what? We can't do that because the deck was upside down. We want the most positive message we can, so we need it to be right side up. One tried to fly out, and I think it was the bat. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, now that one's upside down. What is going on to my deck? What is going on with my deck? Okay. How wild is that, guys? Okay, I don't know. And it's okay, under the radar. Under the radar. Okay, we're going to go with under the radar because it's the first card. It showed up in the way that it needs to show up in order for me to have a faith in what I'm telling you. I don't think it's the wrong message. It's just usually a lower vibration message that comes in. I want you to have the highest vibration possible, so I got to bring forth that message. Warrior, practical, and assess. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Possums have practical and intelligent energies that help them assess the situation as to which part they should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead. Possums have entered our life today because it wants us to embrace our inner warrior. It's time for you to go under the radar. Be careful how you use your words at this time. It could injure relationships, cause ripples. Take time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from the situation helps heal it more quickly and effectively. If work situations feel difficult, transitions may be happening. Don't start fretting that your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. So what we have control of, definitely we're going to put our energy to, but what we don't have control of, we're not going to fret and worry. We're going to maybe have an action plan and start something, on the side. If you're worried about work, then maybe it's time to brush up that resume and start getting it out there. If you're worried about your relationship, then maybe a quiet, beautiful, wonderful experience could reignite something. You know, even if it's just laying under the stars and looking at them from above. Or looking at them from below, I guess. Looking at the stars above. But the most important thing we can take and embrace about this energy is self-love. It's about taking time for ourselves to understand our value, our worth, and to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that what we desire, we are also extremely deserving of. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.